Hello everyone, Timer over here, and welcome to the channel, and we are going to be starting a brand new Let's Play series of Factorio. It has been a while. It has been a while since our last playthrough, which I believe was the, was it build 16 where we went through and did the lazy bastard achievement? I believe so. Completely vanilla playthrough to get the lazy bastard. I believe. I don't think it was modded. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think so. But yeah, that was, I believe, the last time we have featured Factorio. Didn't do anything for the current live build, which is 0.17. We are currently running on the experimental 0.18 build that has not been released yet to the live build. We're going to try it out and go from there. We are going to be playing a brand new game, and normally we're going to go into free play. Some of this has actually changed since I last played it in build 16. I know there was a lot of change up to various recipes and those kinds of things in the 7.17 build back when we were still doing the lazy bastard achievement. I was looking into the upcoming build to see what, if we were going to start a new series or not. And so I know a couple things that have changed, and I've been looking things up before starting this series to sort of catch up. But there are still some things that I'm not entirely comfortable with. But anyway, yes, let's go ahead. We are going to do the free play here and go from there. Now, normally what I tend to play on is Rail World. Generally speaking, this is usually if I play play a solo game or something, I go Rail World, mainly because of the built-in enemy expansion turned off. And the large resource deposits, I really like that sort of play style. But I've never really dabbled too much with the actual default normal setting, the recommended way to play Factorio. So I figured, you know what, let's go ahead and do that as a playthrough here. So we're just going to leave everything on the default setup. So we will be dealing with biters in their expansion in this playthrough, and I'll be interested to see, because normally in Rail World, the biters are there, but they don't expand. So once you clear base, that base never returns. So you can really get into a habit of just going around clearing the bases, and then you have this big, huge area of territory that, you don't have to worry too much about the biters after so long. Whereas in the normal playthrough with the, enemy expansion turned on, bases will respawn. Enemies will congregate near a current base and then mosey on over to a nearby base location and start rebuilding. And so it's sort of like a perpetual thing you have to keep in check for a good bit. I don't know how much I'm going to really like that, because biters are not my favorite thing to deal with. But one thing we've never really dealt too much with is this idea that biters can sort of respawn, and so we're going to have to really sort of set up defenses and wall structures meant to keep them at bay, as opposed to just going around in our little tank or something and just destroying bases and then never having to worry about it again, which we did in our lazy bastard run. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Normally when I play, I think I preview. I know I preview whenever I do solo runs and whatnot, but there is a preview button that you can sort of like preview what the map's going to be like and, go from there. But I think this time around, I think we're just going to do a random and hope we get a decent start. I mean, so far in the trial runs that I've had, I haven't really had too much in terms of no resources at the beginning. So cross your fingers. If you want to play on this same seed right here, just pause the video and type in 282 and blah, blah, blah. This number right here, that'll be the seed of the map we're going to be using. And go from there. Actually, let's just boom. There we go. This is the one. Now pause. Ignore what I said before. This will be the one that we play on. And speaking of which, I might just cut out that little blip. So we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and hit play. Boom. This will bring us into our map, and it is a foresty area. Alright, so this is the Factorio free play. Your task is to launch a rocket into space, and so that is our goal. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the native biters. And boom! Let's take a look. Did we get okay? This is interesting. It's like a split. We've got green foresty areas over here, and then the desert on the left-hand side. I mean, we've got all our needed stuff, starting material. It's not super much. And see, this is where I don't know. Is this good? You know, in a rail world situation, I'd be looking for a little bit more starting material. But, I mean, starting copper is fine. 254k coal is kind of bleh, honestly. And the stone, I mean, we've got some, we got a starting water bit over here. I think this will be all right. I think so. I mean, our power is going to be a little bit more north than I would like. But overall, I think it's going to be all right. Oh, and I will be posting the mods I'm currently running with in the description below. I don't think I can show those off right now. If I think about it, I will splice in a little screenshot of our mods that we're running. But I'll have a link to a screenshot in the description below, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. Because this is not going to be not a vanilla run. We're just not going to do it that way. We did the other one vanilla. We're going to do a modded run here. Some of the things some of the key ones that I'm currently using is I do have a long reach mod in, but honestly, I don't know how much we're going to sort of make use of that at the moment. I mainly did it just to sort of help with video length. You know, so I don't have to keep running back and forth to places and wasting time and trying to edit those out and so on and so forth. So that's mainly why I do it, but you can really game the system pretty easily with the long reach mod. Additionally, I do have squeak through mods and a day, you know, it's always daytime. Again, just trying to help with lighting of the videos and so on and so forth. And squeak through is just a nice quality of life thing that we are dealing with. I am using Factorissimo. I think that's how you say it. I've never played with that before, but we will certainly try to make use of the factories. I'm very curious to see how that's ultimately going to pan out. Also, you probably just noticed there, I do have a autofill mod. I can't remember. It's like fill up, I believe is what it is. That automatically places an item, so, you know, fuel into anything I place down, and also automatically throws down like weapons and stuff with ammo in them, or turrets with basically, you place an object, and if you have something that can go into that object, it will automatically fill it up. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get a bit of coal here to begin with. Left the plates, or the iron plates, over there to sort of accumulate. But we're going to need some fuel for them. And quite honestly, so, I mean, what I could do, if we wanted to, is blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, I'm also using a mod called Even Distribution. Which just allows for distributing materials a little bit better than the base version. So ideally, if we keep the mouse off the item, and then we hold it down. If we just hold down Control, keep the mouse off the item, and then just drag and click, it should auto allocate those evenly across objects of the same kinds. So we only have 2 of these stone furnaces. It's not really going to do all that much for us. All right, let's run back down over here. Yeah, you're doing okay with that wood, so I'm just going to leave you be. But yeah, so the goal of the game, I'm not sure what we're going to run for. Most likely just do a normal playthrough of launching a rocket and so on and so forth. I'm not really chasing any achievements this time. I'm not going to go for the Lazy Bastard achievement. We've already done that. Been there, done that. So we're going to just sort of play on the default setting here and see what it's like. So I'm just going to get a few bits of coal and run over here. We're going to need some stone. I'm going to pick up the iron plate. So you see long reach. I understand they did increase the default reach of your characters in the vanilla version, but it's still, you know, again, just trying to save some time overall to keep the videos a little shorter and to lessen the amount of editing required. Okay, we're going to get, I think it's like 5 stone per stone furnace. Yes, so we want to get 2 mining drills going on. I'm going to keep pulling in the stone here. I've got a little bit of coal on me, so I can easily put that into our stone furnaces and our burner drills over there. And I think that's going to be all right. Okay, there. Now for my coal down here, I'm going to just use the long reach. We're going to throw you down, throw you down. They'll start feeding themselves. So one will push coal into the other and vice versa. And it will automatically populate some coal because we have that autofill enabled here. I'm just going to run over here. I'm going to grab... Okay, you're pretty much out. So you go ahead and just grab, you know, take all that coal. That's going to be fine and great. Yeah, go ahead and keep building those. I'm going to keep grabbing some stone. There we go. Now let's do this. And you, let's run over here a little bit. Plop you down. You know, hover over something, hit Q to copy it. And there we go. And yeah, we don't have any coal, so I'm just going to grab you. And doop, doop. Just do sort of half loads in there. Just to try to bootstrap our little operation here. And I think that's going to be good. Once we get some sort of trickle of resources across our various deposits here, we will start on the power using the boilers and whatnot. So I'm just going to grab a few bits more stone. Go ahead. Ooh. Oh, right. Let's go ahead and pick up those iron plates and give me one burner drill here, as well as a... Ooh. We need wood. We need wood. All right, let me grab the coal just to make sure we are in good shape over here. So, you know, just hover your mouse off the unit, hold down control, and then there we go. Evenly distribute the amount of coal into the various areas. I also do have, well, I think even distribution also allows us to sort of like, you know, hit Shift C, I believe, to dump anything that we've set as auto, what is it? Under the logistics tab here. Auto trash or something. Anything we've set there that we don't want, we can sort of immediately just distribute that evenly over available units. So say we have, you know, we have coal or ore that we want to get rid of. We can hit Shift C as long as it's set to auto trash, and it will automatically put it into areas or, you know, machinery that can use it. All right, so that should be okay. I do want one box. Let's get this going. Because we're going to need the stone to start pulling there, and I think that's going to be fine. All right, grab you, and give me whatever's in there. And we'll just go ahead and keep building out those things. I'm going to come up here and just gather up some more wood, as that's probably going to come into play here. But I do want one more burner drill to get our... to get 4 burner drills feeding me some coal. So let's just get a little bit of wood here. Wood's mainly used early on for power poles, so we're going to need that here shortly. But we're going to need to set up the copper here before we can start making the power stuff. All right, yes, we can go ahead and do this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set you up there, And so within this within this orientation, they will feed each other, and we'll get double the coal production early on here. So I'm happy about that. And as you can see, I'm going to throw some coal there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dump some coal over here as well. All right, pick you up, pick you up. And then I'm going to get one burner drill as well as one stone furnace to start giving us a trickle of copper over here. Alright, you know what? Come on. No? Do you have all? Oh, you have wood in there. Ooh. Alright, well that's fine. Actually, no it's not. Give me the wood. I wish it wouldn't. I wish there was a way to set it, the autofill to auto dump coal first as opposed to wood. Ooh, don't want you. There we go. Alright, next is to get a lot more iron plates going. Because we're going to need a lot more iron plates. I usually like to get about 5 burner drills of iron plates to sort of bootstrap us moving forward. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep gathering up this stuff as we can. It's worth noting, like, you don't really need early on, like, you know, this is good. I usually just do 1 copper because, you know, for the longest time, it's just filling up and you don't really need to mess with it until, you know, a little bit later here. Once you get your power stuff going on. Okay, there's our 2 drills. Do I actually have stone? Not enough for 2 stone furnaces. There we go. Let's get that going. Turn you around. Blop, blop, blop. Here and here. Well, there he goes. I wonder why it auto-populated coal. It must have heard me yell at it. Alright, well that's fine. Yes, stone is really the bottleneck right now. We just need, because each one of the burner drills requires 1 stone furnace. And then we need to actually make a stone furnace. So, yeah, alright. So that should be it in terms of our initial bootstrapping of our copper, or our resources. Because from here, we're going to want to get power up and running and then switch to electric drills and start bussing things around. If we take a look at our pollution right now, yeah, see, the problem with what we're currently doing is that we're going to be tickling this base here shortly. This one we are a little bit less of at the moment. So we're going to want to get at least some science going, because our science situation right now is I like to do automation into military. And we want to do that as soon as possible. Okay, so if we are going to work on power, so we're going to want boilers, we're going to want steam engines, and we're going to want an offshore pump. So I'm going to start the offshore pump right now, as well as, I guess 1, 2. And then I'm just going to come over here, pick up the coal again, pick up some stone, and then let's get a boiler. I'm just going to start with a boiler. Pick up all the iron plates. You need electronics. Okay, so let's get the copper going and let's get a lab being built. And after that, I'm just gonna like put in all the science. I think 10 for automation and then 15 for military, I think is the pathway here. So let's go ahead and just queue that up and we'll run up here and see about setting up our power situation. Can I guess I'll start clearing away some of these trees because I'd like to get it up here actually. I'm not sure if we can fit them in here. Probably not. Yeah, because this I think is going to be too big. We're going to have to do it up here. So we're going to plop you down right there. And you'll see why here in a second. Because 1 boiler. Boom. And then 2... ooh, I made 3. Oh well. two steam engines here. So this is going to be the initial power that we're going to utilize here. And so we need to have it this height. And if we did it over here, even like right there, I'd end up over this way and probably not have enough to make it past this point. And we'd have to like pipe our way over, which I guess wouldn't have been too terrible. I mean, we could do it here and then, yeah, run a pipe over and then we'd have this little bit of a gap. You know what? That's fine. I mean, we could also get some fill later on. I don't, you know, it's not super important, I suppose. All right, let's go ahead and just put it right here. We can always move it. It's not a big deal. I mean, we just did move it, so. All right, let's cancel you. And let's queue up some poles. Don't need many, at least right now. I'm looking to just dump. Well, I guess technically speaking, we do need some. So what I'm going to do is just run down home a little bit. And make sure all of this is running. Dump you. Dump you. And then just put all that in there. And then I'm going to have to grab some more because we're going to need to bootstrap our power. All right, so we're good there. Make some more small electric poles. And then we should be good to go. 1, 2. And I'm going to go, how's it? I think it's like, yeah, right there and then right there. Take that back. 1 here, 1 here. And go with this. And just finish those off. That way we'll have a thing of 2. So 1 right there, there, and once this finishes. But let's get down the poles here. So I'm going to kick out a little bit to right there. Boom. Boom. And boom. All right. And dump you in there. And let's run back down to the main base. So we'll just have the power coming down to this main work area. And we'll drop, oh boy. And we'll drop the research lab. So we can at least start sciencing. All right. There we go. Throw down you and go. So automation is now rolling. Excellent. And again, we are most likely, yeah, so we're already starting to tickle this base over here. So maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should focus more on the military. Again, once we get there, because it's really hard to defend against the first wave of attack with just a pistol. So we're gonna do what we can to try to get there. Now I could hurry things up by maybe making another lab, and you know what? Maybe that's what we do. We try to get things going a little bit quicker here. First off, let's go ahead and get some light armor. I'm going to queue up a few bits of firearms here. And the main reason I'm doing automation first is so that we can automate, well, semi-automate the science thing. So we don't have to keep filling this up with science. We can set up a, what is it called? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on what it's called. Assembler. Yeah, there we go. We can set up an assembler to actually fulfill that. Yeah, see? Come on. This is what I was afraid of. Alright, we survived. Which is funny, because in my test, well, my test game, my solo game the other day, I did not survive. But they didn't, they actually all just ran right after me. This time they sort of like preferred to attack the machinery as opposed to ourselves. Yeah, we're gonna, do we want to get another? Yeah, let's get another burner drill. All right, T's done. Let's get military going so we can at least get a machine gun. I will throw this down. So holding control and left clicking in your general inventory will automatically plop in any resources for said building. So it's usually pretty good. All right, let's throw you in. I guess you're fine. Yeah, you're good. We don't actually have repair kits. So let's go ahead and make up a couple repair kits. Put you down here on the bar, and then yeah, we'll repair this. And I think that was all that actually got hit. All right, from here, from military, what we'll probably do is go down and clear out this base. Yeah, let's get one for the actual research. So I'm going to build two assemblers. One's going to make a... let's put it right here. I think so. This one's going to make our red packs, red science packs. And then over here, I'm just going to throw you. You are going to make iron gear wheels. But actually not there. We're going to put some space in between for a... chest. There we go. And then we need some inserters. Insert. We're gonna need a couple of those. All right, you're done. Oops, made one more chest than needed. Oh well, we'll use it. All right, let's get some things going down here. So over here, I want my belts. Here, I want inserters, and then, oh, sorry. No, that's fine. Because those are what I'm more or less going to be using right off the bat. We'll probably replace these with something else. You know what? I take that back. Do we actually have logistics? No, we don't. That's why. All right. We'll be changing around our tool belt here shortly. Oh, right. And I do need one more inserter. There. Okay. Let's get power. Boom. Boom. You are going to need that. You are going to make this and take all of this. Throw you in there. And now we've got semi automation going on there. Let's get turrets going. Because we're going to need the turrets here. Definitely. You guys are all full. Alright. Good stuff. And just make a bunch of... try to always be making something unless you're going for the Lazy Bastard achievement. So I'm just going to try to make some iron gear wheels while we're waiting. I could start the electric mining going on, but I really just want turrets for the time being. Just go dump a bunch of those in there. Go in here. There we go. Is it worth? You're dumping in there. Wondering if we even need this second lab, at least for the time being. Because you're dumping there, you then don't actually work. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and make a bunch of these. This isn't actually working out as good as I had hoped. Which is not surprising. I mean, honestly speaking, normally I just do one. Alright, turrets are finished. That's fantastic. Let's do logistics there. I'm going to actually take you away and just do that. Normally I just do one research lab. That's usually good enough. I was just very concerned that these things were going to attack us, which they did. Alright, weapons. What do we need for turrets? Alright, just more of this. And we'll just grab a bunch of these. And then let's... Oh, we only have one. Alright, let me get a submachine gun going on here. Dump you in there. Dump you. Oh my god. Here we go. Get rid of you. That's a huge group, and we don't have our machine gun yet. We're about there. We're gonna lose a lot of things. I mean, I guess I could plop. This is how we abuse. Yep. Might be dead. Might be dead. It's just 2 seconds too late. Just 2 seconds too late. We'll be able to gather up our thing, and yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of our stuff here, which is very much a shame. Can I grab you? Yes. Boom. If I had gotten my machine gun a little quicker, we would have been fine. But oh well, live and learn. Live and learn. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rebuild our setup in between episodes here. But overall, I'm liking our start. Yeah, we were a little bit slow on getting the machine gun. That was certainly the case. But overall, I think I'm happy. I'm happy. Well, not really. I'm a little pissed that we lost all these, but that's fine. That's Factorio for you. All right, let's go ahead and requeue these up, I suppose. Need a bunch of stone. Did you actually destroy my box? You did. All that stone wasted. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a cut in the video because things have gotten a little bad. Not gonna lie, a little bad. All right, well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're gonna enjoy this series. If you are, let me know by hitting that like button if you want to see more content. As always, I strongly encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.